Hey guys, welcome back to our channel Royce the Wanderers. So today we reached another destination. Hope all of you are doing fine. So today we are in Chitradurg. It is 220 kilometers from Bangalore. It's a very old fort and very nice place to visit. So you can definitely come for one day trip. So today we are here. So let's go. Let's check the fort.
Chitradurga Fort is located 120 kilometers from Hampi, the UNESCO World Heritage Site, and roughly 200 kilometers from Bangalore. It will take us 3.5 hours to cover. We have started from Bangalore at 7 am in the morning and we are expected to reach at 11 am. Chitradurga is formed of two words in the Kannada language. Chitra means picture and Durga means fort, and is stacked with the English word fort to form the name Chitradurga Fort. Chitradurga Fort, or as the British call it Chital Durg, is a fortification that straddles several hills and a peak overlooking a flat valley in the Chitradurga district of Karnataka. There are ample parking spaces around the Chitradurg Fort. You can park on the side of the road. The fort is well guarded by security guards and police deployed at regular intervals. There is an online portal where you have to pay 20 rupees if you are Indian and 250 rupees if you are a foreigner. I'll give you the URL of this payment link in the description below. There are charges for cameras, but we were not asked to pay anything. You cannot fly drone in the fort. The entrance to the fort is via the zigzag paths, slowing down the enemy soldiers and preventing the use of battering rams. The fort was built in stages between the period of 11th and 13th centuries during the rule of Chalukyas and Hoysalas, later the Nayakas of Chitradurg of the Vijayanagara Empire. The Nayakas of Chitradurg, or the Paligarh Nayakas, were most responsible for the expansion of the fort between the 15th and the 18th century. The fort was taken over for a short while by Hyder Ali at Chitradurg in 1779.
These are the places you can visit inside the fort. You can see it's a huge fort, it's a very big fort. So we will explore the fort, and here you have guides also available. If you want, you can definitely book guide also.
The fort was captured by the British forces 20 years later when they defeated Tipu Sultan. Later the control of the fort was restored to the government of Mysore. The fort is built in a series of 7 concentric fortification walls with various passages, water reservoirs and ancient temples. There are 18 temples in the upper fort and one huge temple in the lower fort. Among the temples, the oldest and the most interesting temple is the Hirimbeshwara temple. Several Kannada language feature films have been produced keeping the history of this fort in view. The place where we are now is called Ennikola, Banshankari temple, grinding stones. We are now moving towards the fourth gate, the poisonous gate. The door had poison nails. When the elephant used to touch the door, they used to die. After crossing the fourth gate, we are now moving towards the fifth gate, the alarm gate, also known as the Senadesh entrance. Bells were attached to the doors. The elephants pushed the doors, the bells would ring, and the soldiers were alerted. This was the entrance which Hyder Ali took to capture the fort in a failed attempt.
सी सर हैदर अली पहली बार निकला था ना, पहला गेट से 500 गेट तक आके वापस चला गया। उसी लड़ाई होते समय ऊपर के टॉप से भी गिर गया सर। ये हाइट है ना सर, वो हाइट कैसा रहता था? ऐसा रहता था सर। वो दिख रहा है आपको बॉक्सर, put it the cannons and the straight holes you see, the put it the guns. That soldier this enemy see, but this enemy do not see that guy. That type they destroyed the top one.
The next on the way is the sixth gate, Kasturinangappa Nakayana entrance, built in Indo-Islamic style. There are two gates. The big one is for the Maharajas and the second small one is for common people. There are 3D carvings of emblems of the Hoysala and the Vijayanagara Empire on the walls. This is the place where the guards used to sit. If the soldiers used to doze, the echo of the snoring used to wake them up. This is the feet of goddess Ekanetheshwari, the goddess for the kings. Whenever the king used to go for war, he would offer puja to seek her blessings. Ahead of us is the Ganapati temple and on the right hand side is the wrestling house. Many of the fort's buildings were constructed using locally available stone quarried using techniques still used today. To break rocks for construction material, mason first made series of closely spaced small holes in the rock. You can see such holes on several rocks around the fort. By gently tapping iron pegs wedged into these holes, the masons were able to split the rock precisely where they wanted. Water poured into the holes helped split the rocks more easily. Sometimes instead of using iron pegs, the rock was gently wedged apart along the lines of the hole. There are many rocks here which looks like the shape of an elephant, crocodile and rabbit. Ahead of us is the Onake Obawa Kindi, Akka Tangiara Honda and Gopalaswamy temple. On our left we'll have the Hidimbashwara temple, Sampige Siddheshwara temple and Muruga Matha. There's a small house which is a canteen right now which was earlier used to be the priest's home. This is known as the Okali Honda for storing water. After the temple festival, the soldiers used to play with colors here. The place ahead of us is Paligar Kacheri. The walls were made of mud. The mince walls were made of throwing mud between two planks and compacting it. The mud's biggest enemy is water. The building, once a mint, still stands because it was built to resist water damage. During the reign of Madakri Nayaka, the city of Chittadurg was besieged by the troops of Hyder Ali. The guard who was on duty near that hole had gone home to have his lunch. During his meal, he needed some water to drink, so his wife, Obava, went to collect water in a pot from a pond halfway up the hill. She noticed the army trying to enter the fort through the hole. She used the onake or the pestle to kill the soldiers one by one by hitting them on the head and then quietly moving the dead. Obava's husband returned from lunch, was shocked to see Obava standing with a blood-stained onake and several of the enemy's dead bodies around her. Later the same day, she was found dead, either due to shock or having been killed by the enemy soldiers.
So guys, the fort is really big and we could not cover half of the fort actually, so we are just sitting here and we are taking some rest. So it is almost 1:30 now and it's too much sunny today, and doming around the fort is really difficult at this point of time, so we'll just take some time rest. And this fort is really big actually, so if you want to come and if you want to cover the full fort, so we have asked the guide how long it is going to take time. So what he told us that if you want to cover the full fort, then it might take 2-3 days to cover the fort, and if you want to cover the main points of this fort, then it will take at least one full day it will take. So we are thinking that we will go to cover some more points, some more viewpoints, and after that you can climb up actually the mountains as well, but the climbing is looks like the climbing is little bit difficult. So we are not planning for that, but this fort is really beautiful, and we got to know so many history about this fort, and this is really nice place.
There are two toilets, one for ladies, one for gents, and they are both very clean. Now we are moving to the Hirimbeshwara temple. There are 18 temples in this fort, but Hirimbeshwara temple is very spectacular.
So we are going to the Hirimbeshwara temple. So this is on the top of the hill. So if and you can get a nice landscape view from top of the hill. So we will go to that temple and we'll see the view now.
Thousands of years ago, when Bhima along with his brothers from the Mahabharata age were wandering in exile, they met a demon named Hidim. Hidim challenged Bhima for a fight and then followed a deadly battle until Bhima killed Hidim. After that, Bhima got married to the sister of Hidim, who was called as Hidimba.
So now we are going towards another viewpoint, and you can see over there is another temple, I guess. So we will go and we will see that viewpoint as well.
Now we are heading towards the Sampige Siddheshwara temple. On the left of Sampige Siddheshwara temple is the palace complex. Left of the Sampige Siddheshwara temple, this area is called the palace complex. There is a whole big area around the site and you can keep on exploring. There is a very big pond on the top of the fort, and the view around the pond is absolutely spectacular. You can spend some time and sit around the pond, enjoy the beauty, and then come down.
So hey guys, today we are heading towards home now. So we have completed our trip today, and it was wonderful trip. It was wonderful destination. So I hope you like this video. If you liked it, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. We will come again next week with a new vlog, with a new destination, and of course with a new excitement. Until then, stay tuned guys. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. So see you. Bye bye. Stay healthy and stay safe. So Roy the Wanderer signing off today. Bye.